Quintezs, sapp.
Quintezs sapp making his way to the cage. Next Level Fight Club live on Flow Combat here in Raleigh, North Carolina. We have a packed house tonight, and when I say packed house, I mean from wall to wall and rafter to rafter. This place is solid. They're turning people away out in the streets, and that's what it's all about here in Raleigh, North Carolina. Mixed martial arts at its best back here in North Carolina. So excited to be here. And this first fight starts off with a debut fighter in Quintezs sapp. He will be facing another debut fighter in John Schell, they call Shock. It's anybody's guess what will happen here in this opening bout live on Flow Combat.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, John Schell.
John Schell making his way to the cage now. 42 years of age, making his debut at 42 years of age. 21 years the elder of the 21-year-old Quintezs sapp. That means that John Schell could have been sitting in a bar having a drink the night that Quintezs sapp was born, and now they are here in 2017 facing off in their debuts for mixed martial arts competition. You see DeGuan Owens there in the corner of John Schell. DeGuan Owens, a very, very decorated competitor, former Next Level Fight Club champion. He knows his way around the cage, as do all of his proteges. Very excited for this one. And John Schell making his way into the cage, back to Cyrus Fees and the official announcement.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your first fight of the night. Three-minute rounds in the welterweight division. Introducing first the fighter on my left, fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in at 169 pounds, making his MMA debut. Fighting for Charleston, Krav Maga, Charleston, South Carolina, Quintezs sapp. And now his opponent, standing across the cage and fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in at 169 pounds, also making his MMA debut. Fighting for Rabaul, Carioca, Mebane, North Carolina, John Schell.
And here they go, Schell rushing across the cage, closing the distance.
Yes, indeed. Larry Carter, your referee for this one. And you're absolutely right. John Schell, he rushed him. But take a look at that. It's Quintezs Sapp pushing him up against the fence and getting things started here in this welterweight matchup.
Something I was discussing earlier, John Schell, 21 years the elder of Quintezs Sapp.
Wow.
Walking in there at 41 years of age.
Hey, you're never too old to start, bro.
That means that it's very probable that John Schell could have been sitting in a bar having a beer the night that Quintezs Sapp was born. Now they're both making their mixed martial arts debuts here at Next Level Fight Club. Schell on top, delivering.
Oh, my goodness, and I'm not surprised at all. Anytime you get an older fighter, they have that first round and they just absolutely explode. That's what we're seeing out of John Schell.
But look at this, Quintezs. He reverses, suplex, and now he is on top, in control of the situation.
Oh, Quintezs.
Oh, he has landed some big shots now.
Big shots on John Schell shot. Quintezs Sapp making his debut.
Oh, beautiful shot there.
Wow, and now
looking for the guillotine, it appears.
Right out of the gate, can he get the tap out, Casey? Going for the finish, Quintezs Sapp here in round number 1. But it looks like John Schell is going to be able to survive. He's going to want to get that arm from underneath the chin, and he does in a very awkward position.
Possibly looking for a knee bar, haphazardly, if you will. You've seen this already, Quintezs Sapp throwing a lot of leather from the standing position, very dangerous from the top.
Quintezs Sapp dominating so far in that half guard, laying a little ground and pound in on John Schell. Does the old dog have some new tricks? Can he get up off of his back right now? Quintezs Sapp seems to have his number.
Quintezs Sapp fighting, representing Krav Maga. You know,
yes.
so many different levels of competitor that can come from Krav Maga. Not necessarily a universal system. Sometimes you see more self-defense oriented type of training, and sometimes you see a warrior like you're getting here in Quintezs Sapp.
And you also saw Dewan Owens making his way to the cage as well, a man that has fought here at the Next Level Fight Club and shows all across the world.
Literally all over the world.
Oh, absolutely. Well-traveled, Dewan Owens. Now John Schell on top here, hanging out in the half guard.
Well, it seems that first burst is out of the way, and now the technique is going to start to take over. John Schell on top.
How much energy did they have left? They have 10 seconds left here of round number 1 as John Schell.
And Quintezs doing what he had to do, delivering a beautiful combination at the end there.
Round 1 is up, and a great showing by both fighters. That's going to be a tough one to call because you had Quintezs Sapp, I think, on top for the majority, but John Schell had a great beginning flurry, and then he ends in a dominant position, so that makes things really interesting to the judges.
I think it's interesting. I think Quintezs is going to take it. He did, I believe, deliver the more damaging shots from the top. You know, he was there standing, diving in, Shogun Hua style for several of those punches. I think those score with the judges.
In your experience, you know, the fights that you've called, the fights you've been a part of, how well do these older fighters do when they come in 40 plus and they step inside the cage? Man, in general that you've seen.
I mean, it all depends. It really, you know, anytime a fighter makes his debut, the mental prowess plays a lot into it. I've seen guys who have been in a situation where they're a police officer, a prison guard, or a military a veteran, and those guys can perform really good under pressure because they're used to that adrenaline drop if you're not used to it. So I think that the age is less to do with it, at least in the early goings of an amateur career. But look at this,
and right out of the gate, John Schell coming out with some big right hands on Quintezs Sapp, and he's going to look to bring this thing back down to the ground. Nearly got the takedown. Nice defense by Quintezs Sapp.
Beautiful outside trip there by John Schell. Quintezs very good at popping right back up to his feet.
Just overpowering right now is John Schell. If he can keep that up throughout the round, that is going to be a big factor. There. You're watching live exclusively on Flow Combo. We want to thank everybody for tuning in here for the
This is a part of the game that is very underrated as far as what it takes out of a competitor. The push and the oh, that was a big shot! And it's
Quintezs
done! Whoa!
Oh my goodness, he flattens John Schell. And only one man was shell shocked. That was John Schell.
Out of nowhere. I want to see that replay.
It happened so quick.
Because John Schell was in control. Here it goes.
And we're waiting on the replay, but
here it comes.
That was intense. Take a look right here. And it was lightning quick.
I mean, John Schell's in complete control here. He separates, catches that short right, and it's a done deal.
Then he got 3 big shots there as he was falling. So a little insult to injury. Quintezs Sapp with a successful debut here at the Next Level Fight Club. Very impressive. Wow. That's how you start off an event. That's how you know you're going to be having a lot of fun tonight on Flow Combat with Next Level Fight Club. The better, sometimes for the worse. That being said, a lot of evolution. You see Michael Harrison, 18 years old, 5'5", making his debut. One of those O's has to go, my friend, so we'll see where that goes. Time to get things started here for our second fight.